My name is Kay Pergek-Bezi and I am the Chief Connecting Officer at MeshMinds. MeshMinds are impact investors in creative technology for good. We are giving grants to artists and we're incubating them, teaching them new technologies, and all of these projects and prototypes should be focused on the sustainable development of people on our planet.
When we look at tech for good, a lot of it comes up in the medical sort of industry or changing industrial processes, recycling, everything like that. I wanted to look at it a little bit more of a way of educating people in a fun way without trying to push information to them. So I created the large projection mapping interactive game. It's about the global warming and rising tide. So as you play, the sea level rises until it reaches the roof or until you drown. The game is not designed to be easy because fixing global warming is not going to be easy. So there's a lot kind of going against people there in the same way there's a lot going against us to fix global warming. It's more of a bit of an experiment to see how people understand and take away the metaphors of the game.
If you look at that trend of technology for good, the reason why we need to also then throw the arts and creativity into that is because human-centered design can really be pushed forward by artists. Artists have a very unique ability and a unique set of tools to look at things differently and to be able to communicate in a way that a pure technologist may not be able to. For example, we have upstairs something called Oceans We Make, which is a VR experience teaching people about the plastic in the oceans.
It starts off as a beautiful, pristine diving experience, and it's a beautiful environment, and then slowly pieces of trash start to appear, and we've added a game element where you collect trash, and as you go through you're enjoying it, and then suddenly it gets much darker because the trash gets overwhelming and you have to be pulled out, at which point you see the actual impact of all this trash in the ocean.
When I first did that, it made me cry because at the end it's so immersive and powerful that you realise that you can never ever finish this game. You can never ever pick out all of the plastic to finish the game.
We really want to educate people by showing them a visceral experience of being in the water on a beautiful dive and then experiencing this kind of plastic waste, and just show them the impact that it has of them drinking a bottle of plastic and throwing it away. To me, VR is one of the most immersive technologies out there. The kind of impact that it can have for around good content is something that stays with people much longer than I would say any other medium.
And what I was seeing was a trend in technology companies investing in creativity. So if you look at Facebook, you look at Adobe, they have creative in residence programs where they are incubating artists and they're giving them hardware, software, financial support, but all of these programs are happening in the West. Nothing is happening here. So I thought, the most important thing is to give Asian artists the opportunities to learn about new technologies, to push the boundaries of their artistic mediums, and to create that homegrown content that can resonate more with a homegrown audience.
We wanted to find people that were more traditional artists, whether they were illustrators or painters or sculptors, and we wanted to teach them how to use this new technology. So it opens up a lot of really interesting opportunities for them to take their very honed craft and integrate it in with new technologies. So it was definitely finding the right people for this was the hard part, but once we had the right people, they were all very excited to keep going with it.
It was super difficult. I think it's the most difficult thing I've ever done. Because it's a new software to me, it was pretty daunting, and I had to do like a hell of a lot of research, and it still wasn't enough. I feel like the process is very different.
There was quite a lot of challenges. I don't build games for a living, so it's trying to build it and code it from scratch as well. It's been quite a challenge, and I think for me it was kind of experimenting, seeing when I could translate it and how it would kind of work. Being able to visualize my kind of dream spaces in VR where you could walk through it.
Just through the use of the technology by the artist can also start to help to shape the technology, because the feedback will be, I tried to do this, but actually the technology failed me. And together then the product can go stronger. By more artists using those technology tools, the technology tools themselves will become shaped as well, and they'll just become better because more people have actually used them, and then we get closer and closer to human-centered design.